Hello guys, welcome back to 1878 Blues. Everton 1, Burnley 0. A massive, a humongous, a ginormous 3 points for the Blues, which is something I've been dying to say on this channel for a very long time. In fact, the last time we won a game in the Premier League was the reverse fixture at Turf Moor when we beat Burnley 2-0. That's shown how long it's been. And I can be all negative I want today, but this is what we've wanted at the end of the day, is for us to be buzzing about a win, buzzing to get 3 points, to keep a clean sheet as well. You know, all the bonuses you could say today. Listen, the performance was shite, terrible, and that is what we are going to be in the long run with this manager and these set of players. It's going to be piss poor. You're going to get a very good performance 1 out of 10 times. That's the ratio you're going to get with this team. You can't expect any difference. I will slander how fucking shite the standards are of some of these players, of what they produce, despite whatever tactics come into play. Just the ability they have, some of them, and the way, the inconsistencies of it is just remarkable in my opinion for Premier League footballers. But despite all that, who gives a fuck at this point at this stage of the season? I don't care. I really don't care. It'd be nice to see a nice performance with a big win, like I said in my match preview, but you're asking for too much then. We don't get enough of these players and this club. But when you need to win a game, you need to win a game, especially in a 6-pointer against Burnley. We've beaten them twice this season, which is fantastic. Haven't even conceded a goal against them, which is again fantastic. Much needed. When we've lost other games against teams in and around us, so yeah, a massive boost for us today. Obviously dented with the late winner for Luton. It could have been a really good day. Aston Villa was beating Brentford and then losing and then managed to equalise, but still a point that you didn't think any teams was going to get. But that's the Premier League for you. You can only rely on so many. You know, we're lucky to be where we are, to be honest, with 13 games not winning. We're lucky to be in the position we are in, despite the 6-point deduction, which we would be on 35 points now, which is quite remarkable for the standards of football we play and just how this team is. But yeah, you know, I'm not. You know, like, if we stayed up, I am still going to slander the manager for it's just terrible, the performances. Though I'm not. You know, if you can get like a Jose Mourinho and Antonio Conte, not great football, but you win games, I couldn't give a shit. But I just think it has been terrible. Like, it's been embarrassing to even watch and even associate yourself with the club, with performances we've displayed over the course of the season. But like I said before, it doesn't actually matter at this stage. It doesn't matter. I don't actually care. We could play shit for the rest of the season and win these games of football. I won't care then. I'll just keep picking up points. The goal should have never been a goal, but you've got, you know, some players stand about, accept that a goalkeeper's going to kick a ball, where Dominic Calvert-Lewin is showing his hunger because he scored the other day in 2-2 now, which is mad to say, and it is a funny game. Football, confidence is a thing, but like I said, he hasn't finished any of his chances off today. He just was lucky that well, he anticipated the goalkeeper was going to mess up or clear the ball, and he could try and get a foot on it. And listen, goes over the goalkeeper and goes in. It's a very fortunate, fluky goal. A bit of fortune we are getting recently with, you know, all these bad luck results we've had, or last minute goals. Yeah, despite it's on ourselves as well to make sure we don't lose games or drop points in their moments or have situations which have happened. You know, we have to create your own luck. But it's nice to see we've just getting a bit of luck. With obviously Newcastle game, we never look like scoring. Port Dummer, for some reason, pulls down Ashley Young. No idea why. You know, goalkeeper nearly saved the penalty as well. And then just a situation like today to split the two teams, because it was a terrible game of football. Barely threatened at all, which is a shock with their four games unbeaten. Arguably could have won more of them games and then 4 games. And listen, the main thing is we've won a game like that against an opposition in that half of the table, at the bottom of the table, sorry. So, for them to lose points and another game's gone by and for us to gain more points, is vital, and to get this this record, we have where we haven't won a game in so long, and Calvert-Lewin hasn't scored a game in so long. We've just had 2 games, we've picked up 4 points now, we've won a game, and Calvert-Lewin scored 2, which whatever you can argue, with the goals and the quality of them, whatever, doesn't matter. He's got goals. It will boost his confidence. It just will. And we've got to take this forward, and we've got to keep, hopefully, just build a little momentum, because I personally, I think everyone else obviously will agree, we do not want to take this to the last day, despite with the deductions. If we could just win some games of football, terrible as it is, just grind out wins, find a different way of, playing football and managing the game. And even if it's dirty, if it's a horrible way to do it, just get it done. Because if we leave ourselves vulnerable to getting more points to deductions and just about surviving, we're going down. And, like I said, we can't rely on these other teams forever. And we've been very fortunate that a lot of these teams haven't won many games of football in our horrible streak of 13 games without a win ourselves. We're lucky that we're in this position, and we've got to take advantage of it. We're a point behind Palace, which is mad to say, with a game in hand, I think, or maybe not. We would have been about 4 points ahead of Palace. The 29 points is false right now. In for 2 ways, we should be on 35, and then plus we could be even further down from 29 in the next few weeks. Who knows? Like I said, we've got to do it on the pitch, and we had to win today. There's just, any chance of hope of staying up, if anything. We had to win today. Dropping points today, really, in my head. It's already kind of, I'm still accepting it, because I'm getting this false hope feeling. But we're giving ourselves a single 1, 2, 3% better feeling in my mind right now to, is this possible? Can we stay up? But, we'll have to see how it goes. The performances won't get better. The players won't perform miracles. But if we all solidify again and manage to nick a goal and just take a chance when it's coming at you, we will win games of football, and it'll be scruffy as hell, and it'll be awful to watch. And I'm not looking forward to any part of the rest of the season. Then we will be safe, and I'm not going to get into what could happen in the summer. It is what it is. But yeah, big win. Goal, which is ludicrous how it went in and how it came about. But you take the win. You keep a clean sheet as well. Puts less pressure on that defence that they haven't kept a clean sheet for a while. And we move on. We move on to Chelsea away, which is obviously a ground in my lifetime I've never seen us win at, apart from, I think, a penalty shootout in a cup game years ago. Chelsea are getting better, in my opinion. They're all streams through Palmer and Gallagher, but if we can find a way of getting them out of the game, I do feel like we can pick something up at Chelsea's ground. But I'd just love us to win there for the change, for them to have a little bit of an off day, and us to win there. It'd be unbelievable to kind of get rid of that unwanted record. So it's only down to us, and we move on. Glad, relieved, very stressful last 10 minutes of that game, just waiting for something drastically bad to happen, especially when that Luton goal went in. You just think, oh God, well, something's definitely going to happen to us now when that happened. Because it's happened many times this season. I think we've the 4th most highest team we've conceded in the last 15 minutes of a game, plus stoppage time. So, with 9 goals or something. So, of course, everyone in that ground and watching would have felt really uneasy and tense. Should have had a penalty at the end, should we or not? My opinion, like I said, I can't stand footballers who dive and stuff and whatever. Beto, to me, should be just going through there and trying to score. He's looking to get a penalty, which is not, something I don't like. and he hasn't barely scored a goal this season, so you threw a goal, just take your chance. Don't even think of trying to run across a defender. It wasn't a foul in my opinion, but people have their opinions. But personally, if you're going to give that penalty to someone else, I would not be happy at all. So, but yeah, game's done, 1-0, move on, and hopefully after the positive week or few days, we can go into next weekend and hopefully on Monday, next week, um, and pick up a win. So the week after, is it the week after? Yeah, um, and I'll be away then in Poland watching it. So hopefully we'll get a bit of luck there and win a game against Chelsea away from home and start looking up. I think we don't know, but something. But anyway, I'll see you all soon.